Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about the book The Power of Now, and I'm going to explain you the whole book in the fastest way possible. Okay, so we'll start from introduction and we'll go directly to the point. The truth is within you. It means that whatever you are looking for, if you're looking for God, if you're looking for the source or peace or happiness, it's all within you. And this book will get kind of repetitive again and again because the same concept is being said again and again and again in the hope that you might understand at some point. So the greatest obstacle towards enlightenment, it's actually your mind, because it makes you think it is you. So the person who is watching this video right now, basically you think that you are watching this video, but the point is you, which you just identify with, is a group of thoughts, and it's creating an illusion which makes you, but you are actually not your mind. So what you are, so I'll just tell you directly without any mystery. You are your pineal gland, which is also called the third eye. Okay, so many books will just say indirect stuff in the hope that you might one day understand. I'll just tell you directly. Your consciousness resides in your pineal gland, which is also called as third eye, and many people are just afraid of that because it is taught us like something it is very dangerous or some too much hype. You all have pineal gland, you all have third eye, and it's just called an third eye for some, I feel like, a dramatic effect. That's just your seat of consciousness. That's what it is. It's not even an eye, it's called an eye because you are observing and being aware of everything through that pineal gland. That's why it's called the third eye. Let's see, freeing yourself from your mind. So how do we free? You actually have to watch the thinker. If you just meditate, and with every inhale just say 1, with every exhale say 2, what you're doing is you're coming into the present moment again and again and again. And when you're in this present moment again and again, you'll form a habit of being in the present moment for a lot of time, for a continuous period of time. That's the whole book. That's the point of the whole book, The Power of Now. Actually, we are trying to come in the now, the present moment. So only because when you will be in the present moment, you will be able to watch the thinker, which is you. So when you start watching the thinker, oh, I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that, then you'll start to wonder, now who's watching? Someone else is thinking. So who is watching? It's again your pineal gland, what you also called as the third eye. Enlightenment rising above thought. You must have heard that God is thoughtless, formless, and in some books it said when you meditate and become thoughtless, you become a part of God. So that's called enlightenment, which is being thoughtless, which means surrendering everything, your bad emotions, your good emotions, your desires, your life and everything, just surrendering, just lying down and surrendering. So when there will be no thought that you're focusing on, because when we say we are thoughtless, we are trying to be thoughtless, actually we are not focusing on any thought, because thoughts are infinite. Even while sitting here, thousands of thoughts are coming in and going out. It's my choice which thought to focus on. Okay, you just have to meditate to do that. Okay, yeah, we are addicted to thinking because we think that if we think, we exist, and if we stop thinking, we will stop existing, which seems like very similar to death. But it's actually true. If you meditate and you surrender all your thoughts, like in the starting you will think like, am I dead now? It will feel like you just died, but you will not be dead. It's fine. Emotion, the body's reaction to your mind. So basically there's a thought leads to a feeling, and then becomes an emotion. Okay, that's just a reaction to your mind. So emotion is not you, as simple as that. Create no more pain in the present. Because there is no pain in the present, because when you come in the present moment, you understand that you are watching the thinker, and you are just watching the thinker. So the person in pain is the thinker, it's not you, because you're watching it. And who you actually are is the pineal gland. So there will be no pain in the present, because all the pain is in the past. This happened, and you are sad about that. Pain can also be in the future. If you imagine weird stuff and worry about it, then you are worried about the future. So if you just observe the present moment, this one, you're just watching this video and everything is fine, so there is no pain. And even if you start watching the thinker, then it's the thinker that might experience some pain and sorrow or sadness or anything like that. It's not you, you're just the pineal gland again. Past pain dissolving the pain body. So basically every thought and memory also wants to stay alive, because everything has consciousness. Everything has consciousness. Even all of the thoughts want to stay alive. They also want a place to live. So thoughts are coming in, memories are becoming inside, they are being created in your brain. You just have to see it, and then you will understand it's just an illusion. So if you let go of it, it will go, actually, because every thought also wants to stay alive. If you don't accept that thought, it will go somewhere else. Just like you, if you go to a group of people, if they don't accept you, you'll go to a different place, because you also want to stay alive. That's how thoughts and energy are. Okay, I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. So let's get to the point how to dissolve the pain body. You just have to look at it. If there is a memory and you are sad about it, just lie down in bed, think about what happened, just watch it, then just see it's just a group of thoughts and memories, like it doesn't really matter, and then suddenly you'll be fine. There's also one more technique in another book called Parallel Universes of Self, in which you can actually manipulate with your past memories. If there are memories that you don't like in your past, okay, you just remove the stuff that you don't like and think of the stuff you wanted to happen and put it back inside that sequence, and just believe this is what happened. Like, who cares? They're just memories, and suddenly you're out of trauma. Why can't we do that? You're just in the present. Past is gone, right? So take the bad memories from in the sequence of your past, pick out the bad ones and put in the new. Just imagine something good and put it back inside, and suddenly you'll be confident again. You'll feel happy. It's another technique from another book. Ego identification with your pain body. So basically, something bad happened, you have a memory, now you have a story, this and that happened, now I'm like this. That gives you an identification called an ego identification. Some sob story or anything. It can be bad or good also. Like, this happened in my life, this happened, and now I'm like this, which gives you an identification, which puts you back into existence. That's what you want. The origin of fear. Let's see what's the origin of fear. I'll just tell you the main point of this chapter. The origin of fear is the fear of death. If you're afraid of not having money, not enough food, not enough water, and if you just keep going deep inside, what will happen if I don't have water? What will happen if I don't have food? What will happen if I'm not accepted by the society? It will slowly, dig down, and you'll know that you're just afraid of dying. You don't want to die. So that's the main origin of fear. The ego's search for wholeness. Like, our ego always wants something, because it feels like I'm not complete somehow. We need this, we need that to feel complete and whole. It has this need. The only thing that you can do to fix that is just release the ego, which is looking for wholeness. Then you will be one with the universe, also called as God. I'll tell you a little story which some people say, and I believe, that Adam and Eve story in the Bible, that when that snake came to Adam and Eve, and he gave him the gift of knowledge and whatever, he actually gave them ego, and they were not naked physically, they were naked spiritually, and they suddenly got ego, and before that they were in a very high level of consciousness. So that's actually what happened according to many people, and this makes much more sense. If you think about it, you'll know what I'm saying. There is no proof of this or anything, just think about it. Moving deeply into the now, don't seek yourself in the mind, because you are not your mind. If you find something in a place where it is not, you can't find it. And if you seek yourself in your mind, you won't find it, because your mind is a group of thoughts. You are actually your pineal gland. So you have to, instead of finding yourself in your thoughts, you have to release your thoughts. So then the only thing which will be left is your pineal gland, which is you, also called as the fabric of the universe, or the fabric of God, or God particle. And then you will realize what enlightenment is, and the delusion of time, because present moment is the only moment which is present. Past is just the memories you think about in the present. Future are also the imagination that you think in the present. So if you just come in the present, or if you just realize you're not in the present, then you are actually in present. It is all there is. There is only present moment. There is no past and future, at least for you, because all you are seeing and observing and feeling and experiencing is just the present moment. Okay, even this video, when you're watching in the present moment right now. Nothing exists outside of now. That's what I just said. The key to spiritual dimension, even I don't know what that is. I'll read it. Wait. Yeah, the key to spiritual dimension. Like some people like mountain climbing or rafting or some very dangerous activities where there is fear of death. Like if you do one thing wrong, you will die. And many people are addicted to stuff like that because they experience the present moment there, because there is no other option. They can't think about what happened in the past or future. They're just gonna die. So all the adventure sports, people are addicted to it because it just forces them into the present moment. So it's kind of a key to spiritual dimension. Accessing the power of now. I'm not gonna read all of that. Just meditate. With every inhale say 1, with every exhale just say 2. If you just don't like it, with just inhale, then on exhale say thank you. In your mind, you don't even need to say it loudly, just in your mind. The whole point of doing is that you are coming into present moment again and again and again and again, and you get a skill of just observing the present moment, then getting in the present moment. And that is what this whole book is about. Okay, letting go of the psychological time. You have to let go of the psychological time, which is the clock, because if you see between 1 second and 2 seconds, just 1 second, if you just keep zooming in that 1 second, you'll find an hour in between. You'll find 2 hours, 10 hours, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years. So that's why time is a delusion. You have to understand the 4th dimension to get what I'm saying. That's why you have to let go of the psychological time to understand that there is only the present moment. But we are the 3D beings, we are 3D human beings. Time is the 4th dimension, so it can be very hard for us to understand this thing because we are made for survival first. So if you just keep understanding from your left brain, you will not get it. If you use your right brain, you will know what I'm saying. The insanity of psychological time, basically it's insane because past are memories you're thinking about in the present, future are imagination which you're thinking about in the present. Okay, negativity and suffering have their roots in time. That's what I just said. Finding the life underneath your life situation. So your life situation is just, your life situation has arisen from your thoughts. You thought about something, you felt something, then because of that feelings and emotion, you did something, some actions that created your reality. So if you keep letting go of your situation, life situation, which is basically your life, then you will see, oh, I'm feeling these thoughts, these emotions and feelings. You let go of that. Then you surrender all the thoughts. You stop focusing on the thoughts, all the thoughts. You become nothing. You go into nothingness. Then you will find the life underneath your life situation. Basically, you'll find your pineal gland again, and which is also called the third eye. That's all that is. All problems are the illusion of mind, because thoughts create an illusion, which is also your ego. It also creates a memory, and it also creates a problem. There is no problem actually if you let go of it, obviously. A quantum leap in the evolution of consciousness. So basically, if you just come in the present moment, there is something called as the map of consciousness. I'll just show you what that is. Wait. Yeah, this is the map of consciousness. If you're somewhere here, in negativity and all that stuff, when you come in the present moment, suddenly you will be around here between 400 and 500. If you don't know what this chart is? This chart is called the map of consciousness. Below 200 there is negativity, above 200 there is positivity. If you want to understand what this book is about, you can just go into the description. I'll put the links of 2 books there. One, obviously this one, The Power of Now. Second one will be the map of consciousness explained, and you can buy it from here to support me and the channel. So the joy of being means that you just have to be, not be something, just be, just exist. That's it, and you'll be very much happy. That's why I just showed you this. You'll be here, joy. If you just be, if you don't try to do anything, you have let go of all your left brain from here. Below 400 your left brain is working too much. I can also explain you the brain waves along with that, but I don't know if I should do it in this video, maybe in some other video. Loss of now, the core delusion, basically just losing the present moment. Ordinary consciousness and deep consciousness, just going inside you and finding your pineal gland. What are they seeking? They're seeking basically you and me. We are just seeking ourselves. Like the illusion is trying to find something in the illusion, but the point is, like, our ego is the illusion, and if we let go of the illusion, we find what we are finding. That's basically us, which is connected to the whole universe. When you meditate and go in very low waves, theta and delta, then you'll understand it much more easily, because our right brain works much better then. Dissolving ordinary consciousness, freedom from unhappiness, is basically just letting go of the desire of happiness. Because if you desire to be happy, see, desire is a very negative emotion. 125. If you desire to be happy, then you are implying that you are not happy and you lack happiness and you're just sad. To be happy, you have to let go of the unhappiness and the desire to be happy, then you'll be happy. I know it sounds odd, but that's actually how it works. Wherever you are, be there totally. Like, if you're watching this video right now, just watch this video. Stop taking your memories here and there. That person said this, that said that, and all that stuff. Just be here. You're here right now. Okay. The inner purpose of your life's journey. So we're trying to find a purpose in our life. The point is, all there is. You can choose any purpose, whatever you like, according to your identity. The past cannot survive in your presence, because then it's past memories, and how will it survive in the present? Because present is all that is. You will just feel that everything is so beautiful. When you're totally in the present moment, you will feel like the trees are so beautiful, the sky, the birds, the table, the computer, everything will just feel awesome. Realizing pure consciousness, which is just being in the present moment and seeing yourself just as awareness. I'll just tell you the stuff that you really need to know right now, instead of telling you everything that's written. Being is your deepest self. I've already told you that. Just being present, not being this and that, not any label, just being. Okay. Look beyond words, because words are just form of language, and we can't explain everything through words, because there are some things that there is no word for. Some words are not still made, because very few people actually knew that stuff that we need to tell about, and right now there is no word for the stuff. That's why when we read a spiritual book or Power of Now, it sounds a little bit weird and it sounds repetitive, because it's saying just one thing and again and again and again, in the hope that you will find out what it's meaning, because sometimes even the author can't explain what he's trying to explain. Maybe that's what I'm doing right now. Through logic, I'm putting information in your left brain. When your brain waves will slow down, when you let go of the desire to understand, then you will understand what I'm saying. That's how it works. You have to go into the lower brain waves, then your right brain will activate, then you'll know what I'm saying. Finding your invisible and indestructible reality, connecting with your inner body, that's you, also called the manifest. Transformation through the body. It's just repetitive stuff, again and again. Before you enter the body, forgive. Basically, you have to let go of all the bad emotion, the rage, the anger, and you have to forgive the people you are hating or you want to take revenge of. Only then you can let go of those thoughts, and only then you can find the present moment and find yourself, which is the pineal gland. So it is very important to forgive everyone and yourself. The link with the manifest is just being in the present moment, slowing down the aging process. I'll tell tell you one more thing. When you're totally in the present moment, time feels like in slow motion. 1 second seems like 4 or 5 seconds. Like you feel like why everything is very slow in the starting when you start to experience it on a very high level. Then slowly you'll understand the time is just infinite. There is infinite present moments in 1 second. It's up to you how much can you experience. If you experience too many present moments in 1 second, it will feel like a 4 to 5 second time in just 1 second, because we have a memory about time also, like this much time it takes to 1 second to pass. You have to use your right brain, understand, because I know what I'm saying is sounding odd right now, because in the starting when I was learning about this stuff, I was also like, what the hell is that? Like, what does it mean? But now I know. Use your right brain. Strengthening the immune system, you let go of all the bad thoughts, bad emotion. Your immune system is very strong. Let the breath take you into the body. Focus on the breath while you meditate, and basically you surrender all the thoughts, because you'll practice coming in the present moment again and again, because you have to stay in the present to focus on your breath, which will train you to stay in the present moment. And if you're in the present moment, you'll watch the thinker, and then you'll think who is thinking. Then you'll know. If you are just watching the thinker, then it was not you who was actually thinking. Then you realize that you're just consciousness, again in your pineal gland. Creative use of mind. Use your right brain. Art of listening. Just listen what is being said. Don't try to understand everything, because if we try to understand too much, the understanding will not come to you. Because if we run to something too much, the thing that you are running to will run from you. Going deeply into the body, same stuff. Source of chi, unmanifest. Basically the unmanifested world is also within you, because they're the thoughts you have not focused on yet. Like the present moment can be the main portal to go into the different dimensions. Different dimensions are the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. And the point is, you are already inside all those dimensions. Like if we are 3D beings, we are in all of these dimensions, because 3rd dimension is in the 4th dimension, 4th dimension is in the 5th dimension, and so on. If we are a 3D being, 3D human beings, we are already in all the dimensions, because that's how it goes. 3D is in 4D, 4D is in 5D, so basically you are in all the dimensions. And you have to be in the present moment to take knowledge from those dimensions. That is not some other world. Okay, you are already in that world, and what you see is a fabric of all that 10th dimension stuff, because 10th dimension has 3rd dimension, and we are 3D beings. Okay, it's basically silencing your mind. When you meditate and become thoughtless, you'll feel like that there is a wall of silence around you, and all the noise and other people are outside you. Like there will be a silent feeling that is undescribable. Like feel like I'm sitting here. So think of a cylinder, just weird cylinder, which is called as silence. So a silence will come, then there will be the outer world. Then I will be looking all the world through silence. Like this is something that you have to experience. It is not possible to tell with words. Conscious death is a good concept. Basically, when you let go all of the thoughts, you feel like you're dead and you don't exist, and suddenly you'll be like, oh my god, I'm dead. But when you think that am I dead, you're not dead again, because you're thinking. So if you start thinking again, you're alive. So conscious death means the death of ego and just being awareness. It's called the death of ego, okay, not the death of your body. Enter the now from wherever you are. You don't need to be in a meditation or some special place to be in the present moment. You can be in the present while watching this video, while taking a shower, while running around, while driving the car, while doing your work. You can be present. So, and the search for wholeness. Basically, some people are addicted to some other people or some things because they think that person or that thing or that activity makes them complete. That is your ego, which is trying to be complete. And when you let go of all the thoughts, you are already complete. From addictive to enlightened relationships. Basically, this will sound odd to some people. Basically, if you're on a very high level of consciousness, which is obviously you have experienced present moment, then you're somewhere around 600, and you get a partner also who is on this level, okay, then you will not be saying stuff that you complete me and you complete me, because you'll know what ego is, you'll know what thought is, and you'll know that you both are already complete. When you just let go of your ego and identity, there is nothing left to have to relationship with. If there is not something, how will you have a relationship with that? Because it doesn't exist. So just let go of yourself, then obviously you have already let go of the relationship. It's just the same stuff again and again. You have an infinite life, that even if your body dies, you're just consciousness, and you'll just go into something else. Maybe not a human being, but you will be something else. Okay. All this stuff is just telling you that you're not your body, basically, but you have your body. You're a consciousness. Like your body is also conscious. It also wants to live. Acceptance of the now. We accept the now by surrendering. Surrendering means that we have to let it go. Don't try to surrender. If you put too much focus and energy, I'm trying to surrender, you will just not surrender. When disaster strikes, some people, sometimes they just leave the ego because disaster strikes, and they know that they suddenly go into surrender mode, because sometimes we have to destroy the ego. Like, not we, universe does it on its own. Okay, then sometimes we come back into the present moment and we become spiritually better. You have to choose which emotion, which reality, which thought you have to focus on. Just focus on that. Nothing bad is happening to you. You're just choosing the bad stuff. Just choose the good stuff. Okay, it's as simple as that. There is one more book called as The Parallel Universes of Self. I'll put that link also in the description. If you read that, you'll know how to choose the right stuff, choose the right reality. And congratulations, you know almost the 80% of the book. What does that book say? Just buy the book and read it thoroughly to understand what I just said. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment down which other book you want me to tell you about. I'll read it for you. I'll read it and tell you what's written in it. And okay, guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video, because I get motivation when you like the video. And yeah, and buy the books in the description from that link. And yeah, thank you. Bye bye. See you later.